You know what gets me about a lot of the conversation around underconsumption? Um, and I think I've already talked about this in a past life, but it's funny because everyone's like, this isn't underconsumption, this is scarcity trauma, mama. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because it'll be the most creative repurposing things that people are like, oh, this is scarcity trauma. And I'm like, I do understand where that comes from, especially considering that social media literally packages and sells any, like, I don't know, like affliction as like, oh, this is what it'll appear as. This is what like people that have this do XYZ whenever like that's just not, it's literally just never that simple. Um but what gets me is the fact that so many people will think that like people like that live in underconsumption are just so fucking miserable. But I don't even want to say I under actually I I don't underconsume. I overconsume by a lot, but I don't buy anything, and I don't buy anything retail. Like, I love things. I'm a maximalist if you can't tell. Ooh, ooh, what, hey, what? But I curb shop, I create things, I trade things with my friends. Literally, my friend Joy was like, my friend Joy literally texted me. They're like, I found these boots. Like, I found the damn boots on the curb. Do you want them? And I was like, yes, bitch. And then I was like, I have this dehydrator that I literally have never used. Do you want it? And Joy was like, yes. Um, and then Joy gave me this beautiful gown that they found in like a bag on the side of the road. And they had cleaned it up and everything. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is so beautiful. I think it's like digging for treasure. And I know that everything, like people use that as like a very like a colloquialism, but I'm like, that is literally like modern day digging for gold. Is trash trotting, is curb shopping, is finding things just anywhere. And I'm like, I don't know that you guys know what it means to be alive. I don't want to say you guys because it's probably hella y'all that do the same thing. So I don't know that people know what it feels to be alive if you don't keep creating. I think that creating is like one of the most underrated, I don't even want to say underrated, but underconsidered human necessities. And I think that that's the reason that as adults, so many people feel so unfulfilled. Because I have a lot of older friends, and one of my friends that's like 75 um, is always crafting. She's always on Facebook. She's always crafting. She is so freaking happy. She is so happy. Um, I don't know that she's like affluent. I know that she like, oh, she's pretty and paid, you know. But like, I don't know that she's like affluent. I think she like lives like a simple life. Um, and I love the fact that in her 70s, she's still kicking, still rocking, still running the show, running the game, because her best and biggest passion is creation. Like, that is what I aspire towards. Like, yes, it would be cool. Like, I, of course, want financial stability, but that is not my aspiration. That is what I deserve and what I am going to accomplish for myself. And what I am going to, if I can't accomplish that for myself, I'm going to use every resource that I have and every community resource that I have to figure that out. And a big reason also why I see myself self-sustaining in the future, like rainwater, gardening, hopefully having a ranch and stuff like that, because that would be really cool. Um, but I think if I don't have creations, I don't have myself, because your creations are literally your way to manifest who you are through physical mediums. Like, it is not even physical, because like not every creation is tangible. Like, there's oral history, there's singing, there's songwriting, there's like playing instruments. But I'm like, creation is what humanizes you. It is literally, at the end of the day, it is what humanizes you every single time. So as much as I love consuming and I love watching TV and I love watching movies and stuff like that, I have really been trying to make a deliberate effort more, even because I was like, reading for me was a like really big turnaround. So I started a lot of the free time that I had, I would spend reading. But I'm like, I think I have consumption fatigue right now. I think I have media consumption fatigue, or just consumption fatigue. Period. Like, I don't want to play with things that people have created right now. I don't want to do things that people have created right now. I think I want to create things right now. So I feel like it's really, really exciting because right now and that's appeared for me in a lot of different ways. Like a lot of the books that I read now are like nonfiction, because a really big goal that I've had for like a while is I want to start making deliverables for like different things, because I think educating people is another large joy to be found in life. Um, so I really want to start making like deliverables for just like people, about like, I think a really cool one to make is like a list of every single chemical that is like unknown that we see and like our like food labels. Um, yeah, which would be really, really, really freaking cool, because I don't know what's in the food that I eat, and a lot of people don't know what's in the food that they eat. Um, and I feel like, yeah, that would just be really, really freaking cool, so that we can actually all make formed, conscious decisions. Also, because then I can like, it's exciting because then I can tie in all the things that I'm like, oh, I have to learn this. I should learn this. I should learn how to use Photoshop. I should learn how to do something cool with fucking Canva, whatever the fuck. Fuck Canva. Sorry, fuck Canva, whatever. You know what? I'm putting it out into the ether. But, yeah, it would just be really cool because it would like engage a lot of my different passions into one thing. And then another thing that I wanted to do, because I've been very not engaged with social media lately. I mean, except for fucking YouTube. Um, but I'm like, I want people in my immediate life, because I don't tell people immediately about my YouTube unless like, I don't know, unless it comes up in conversation, I'll name drop it. Not name drop as in like, hey, what? But like, I'll be like, oh, XYZ, like I was talking about this on my YouTube the other day. But I usually don't share the name with people. I think I've consciously shared the name with like 10 people, um, at this point, which is like more than I ever expected to, but also the number that I am comfortable with. And I think I'm just going to stop telling people, period, because one of my friends found it, and I'm actually glad that she had found it, because if it had been anybody else, I was like, what? But she found it like on her own village, which was kind of crazy to have happen, because that's the first time that has literally ever that I haven't showed it to somebody in my life and then they've seen it. So I was like, oh, that is actually kind of cool. But yeah, I want to make like newsletters to like update people on just like what's up with the what's up, and I want to mail them. Like I want it to be physical. I want it to be print media, which is awesome. So I want to figure out what that would look like. But those are like my big two goals for the year: is to make two of my um, writing media goals for the year. And then I also think that that would be able to like how those things are received and the feedback that I get from those, especially those being in a non-professional environment, can help inform a lot of the writing choices that I make in the future. Because something that I would love to do in the future is be like a freelance or like a contract writer for like different companies and stuff, which would be awesome, because I feel like I don't know really the first thing about like communications, but and also I'm not the best storyteller in the way that like, I don't know, I usually can't tell stories straight through. Um but I am a really good thinker. I have a really good mind on me. I have a lot of passion, and I always my biggest, I don't know. I think I writing is a big strength for me. So um oh, why did I? Okay, whatever. But yeah, I think that that would be really freaking cool, and I would love that a lot. And it would just make it so that whenever it is time for the professional pursuit, it doesn't feel like I'm diving into it just raw, like raw individual, like head first. Like it'll be like, oh, this is awesome. This is cool. I've done this before. I'm familiar with this. I believe in my capacity to do this. To, yeah, this degree. So I'm super excited. I want to see what that looks like. If it doesn't shake out for this year, then that's okay. I have literally a whole lifetime to work on it. But I'm like, hey, maybe I can get something moving and shaking. Um, I don't know. 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 My big goal, my big household goal is to finish my laundry and to clear out my basement. Yeah, and to decorate the cabinets. Those are actually like the only big three. Wait, oh my god, I've done so many other household goals. What have I done? I've cleared out the studio, which literally I never thought that that would happen. That's not true. I knew that that would happen. And I actually thought that it would happen a lot earlier than it did. I kept putting it on my list and I was like, oh, XYZ. But it took me a while. Seeing something and having visual clutter, even though it literally took me like an hour and a half to do, visual clutter is so discouraging that that was the one time that I was like, you know what? I think I can smoke weed and clean. Because what I need for myself right now is to not be able to think about all the things that I'm seeing while I transport them somewhere else, while I go run them all downstairs to the basement. Um, and it helped. It did help. I wish that it hadn't taken that, and I do want to find other means of being able to facilitate that because I feel like ultimately, in the other things that I had to do that day, it did slow me down. But it did help with the mental significance of seeing everything and just feeling such visceral overwhelm from the fact that they were there and that I hadn't dealt with them already. So I am very proud of myself for getting that done. It honestly took not that long, but it has been so long that it's been a goal of mine. So I'm glad to have that be something that is not continually overwhelming me. I don't look at that door and feel dread anymore. I look at that door and I feel accomplished. I look at the door and I'm like, I did that. I showed up for myself. It was hard and it took a lot of mental effort to actually cope with. That's another reason that like underconsumption is lit. Um, it's just cool not to have a lot of things because then it's not as overwhelming. So as much as like I have so many things, I'm trying to kind of shift the amount of things that I have from like things that are meant to be functional to things that are meant to be looked at. So right now, the things that I would like to accumulate more of or that I'm fine with having lots of are art, trinkets, and books. I just need to get more shelving. But what I can do without, and that would actually be very well served elsewhere, um, lots of my clothes. I have too many clothes. I think actually, I don't know that I have too many clothes because I like all the clothes that I do have. I think though, because I really haven't made a deliberate, like, large purchase of clothing in like a year and a half. So I think that the clothes I have are honestly going to be with me throughout the rest of my adult life. Um, because some of the jeans that I have are like actually all of the jeans that I have are like very heavy duty, except for like a couple pairs, of course. One of them split at the knee. That shook me to my very core. Bitch, I was shook. I love shook. Oh, we need to bring that back. I was shook. I was shook. My knee split, and I was like, bitch, I'm shook. I was shook. Oh my god. End of story. End of discussion. I was shook. I love it. I was shook as fuck. But yeah, and then I don't know. Yeah, I was shook. But a lot of my books, like every time that I have people come over now, it makes me so happy because I'm like, hey, come to my basement. We're gonna basement shop. You're gonna look through everything and anything that you need or that you know someone that you need that needs something, you're gonna take it and you're gonna bring it with you and you're gonna reallocate it and you're gonna remind yourself that community does exist and you're gonna remind other people that community does exist and you are going to have a fundamental understanding that the things that you need can be fulfilled in other ways than retail. Hey, that is so exciting. That is so exciting to me. I love having people basement shop because it literally is a reminder. Like how I started with repurposing things, buying things or no, getting things in ways that wasn't buying them is literally basement shopping from my friends or my friends literally just handing. It was all joy actually. I'm not even gonna lie. Everybody needs a friend like Joy, and now I'm trying to start to be a friend like Joy so that I can show people, oh, you could get like Joy, you know? Ah, I love Joy. I really love Joy. Is genuinely such a dear friend. I haven't seen them in so freaking long, and they're, damn it. I'm supposed to be seeing Joy this very second. We are supposed to, but knowing Joy, I think we're both late. Wait, hello. OMG, my bad. Wait, wait. Hello, OMG. Wait, no. Hello. I low-key just did wake up like an hour and a half ago, so that wasn't gonna shake out. Just woke. Just woke up. Fuck, I kind of wanted to take a nap, but I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to see Joy, and I want to help them. Oh, they never sent me the address. Okay. Because I was like, holy shit, did they send me the address? Was this like this was a plan that we had made? But the thing that I love about Joy is that we're both so aware that literally time is like hella arbitrary. And if we both have the capacity for something not to be like a to the T time transition, because sometimes it is necessary for it to be to the T, but we're both aware that like that's not the capacity that either of us have most of the time. So for almost all of our links, it's like a very flexible time arrangement type thing. So I was supposed to be there apparently, like, well, actually, apparently both of us were supposed to be there at 9. It is currently 12 in the PM, and neither of us have contacted the other one because it is a flexible timed thing. But that's what I like. Like, I don't feel consistent apprehension with all the people in my life about like time commitments right now, which I do want to get better at time commitments. Not to be like, oh, that's gonna be chill for everybody, because it's not gonna be. And the times that I need to be timely, I am so like diligent with it. Like for work, oh my god, I am never late. I am never late. The one time that I was late, I actually turned out not to be late because I thought I had to be there at 10:30, or I thought I had to be there at 10, and I got there, and I had to be there at 10:30, and I got there at like 10:18. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. The mom was like, what? She was like, bitch, what? But yeah. So that was funny. What was even that? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, nothing really, but I think I'm gonna go and have some of this freaking chai. Okay, bye, guys.